Hello everyone, I am Saket Bansal. I am with iSoftware and I provide digital social media strategist. And today I have Neha Agarwal with me and we are talking about her initiative, Panache Learning. And she is about helping people to become more confident, as much I understand, and get more success because of their increase in the confidence. So Neha, welcome to the session. And please start with introducing you as well as your initiative and how this initiative can help us in improving our like career prospect as well as confidence for the life.
Okay, first of all, I would like to extend my thanks to you, Saket, for inviting me on this platform. And for everyone, as you all know, that my name is Neha Agarwal. I am a chartered accountant by education, but an entrepreneur by profession. So my firm name is Panache Learning Beyond School, and in Panache, as the name itself says, that it is an impressive way of doing anything and everything. So we work on the image of people, whether it be their communication skills or their behavioral skills or the way they should present themselves, either it is through body language or through etiquettes. We work upon all those.
Great. काफी interesting सी चीज है because I have seen these things happening in the movie only when you have a one kind of गांव की लड़की and she is confused about getting anything and some like comes someone comes in and does some makeover and then the गांव की लड़की become very famous and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So I'm good to know that these things exist. Yeah.
Yeah, so to quote specifically, it could be My Fair Lady, or in
Mhm.
case you talk about in our Bollywood, then it is like English to English movie, where the
Mhm.
housewife was lacking in confidence, and then when she started investing in herself, then not only she got her confidence, but also she realized that how marvelous like she herself is. Then she doesn't require authentication from anyone else.
And I hope this is not limited to only females. This also has a space where male people can also improve their confidence and do something about it.
Certainly, we have it for everyone, not just
Mhm.
ladies, for males also.
So in your observation, because you are working in this area, किस तरह की प्रॉब्लम होती है लोगों को, मतलब where they lack usually confidence कम क्यों हो जाता है and how what kind of intervention can really help them in improving it.
Okay, yeah, Saket. Actually, even what I have felt that many a times people have the knowledge base or they are very good in their hard skills. They know they have
Mhm.
the knowledge of their field, but it is just because they are lacking in some of the soft skills, either it be through communication or their presentation or anything. So they just try to control themselves or they lag behind, whether it be for promotions or whether they have to go appear for any interview. So it is because of lacking in these skills that they don't get what they deserve to be. So
Mhm. Mhm.
this is where we come in place. We help people to get their lost confidence, and then their success is inevitable.
या सो इवन इफ आई टॉक अबाउट माय वर्किंग प्रोफेशंस, जैसे प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर बहुत सारे टीम मेंबर्स होते हैं बट दे
Mhm.
फाइंड डिफिकल्ट, वी फाइंड इवन डिफिकल्ट एज अ मैनेजर आल्सो टू टेक देम इन फ्रंट ऑफ क्लाइंट, टू मेक देम प्रेजेंट information to the client. So we usually try to find someone who can manage, maybe not know much technology but can
Mhm.
manage somehow and keep client satisfied, and in the background these guys can do the work. या सो हम लोग इस तरीके से कोशिश करते हैं. सो एक कुछ लोग होते थे जो मैनेज अच्छा कर लेते थे, कुछ लोग
Right.
काम किसी से करते थे. एंड मेनी टाइम आई कैन इफ आई रिफ्लेक्ट बैक आफ्टर टॉकिंग टू यू, जो लोग मैनेज अच्छे से कर लेते थे वो शायद ग्रो भी ज्यादा कर जाते थे, मतलब सैलरी वाइज एज वेल एज विजिबिलिटी वाइज, क्योंकि जो ज्यादा दिखता है लगता है कि वही ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, वही ज्यादा काम कर रहा है, जो बेचारा पीछे रह जाता है वो पीछे रह जाता है. बट मैनेजर को पता होता है कौन क्या कर रहा है, बट बहुत बार
Mhm.
उसके साथ दिक्कत होती है. तो आई थिंक वो प्रॉब्लम आप लोग सॉल्व करते हैं.
Right. And if I quote this, like it happens in every stage, even in the schools. If you remember that kabhi kabhi jaise apna, if any chief guest is coming, then what happens that the teacher will select few students to
हम्म.
give that bouquet to the chief guest. But then the choice in that depends upon the presentation of that particular child. It could be the grooming,
हम्म.
the way they look. Might not,
हम्म.
it might be the case that they are not that intelligent or they are not that good in marks, but because of their appearance, the teacher will select them. So it
हम्म.
happens in every stage. Even if there is an interview going on and there are five people, they all have the same set of skills. They all have good knowledge of whatever is required for the job. but because of appearance, then the second thing what will come is that if you get to know that okay, this person is looking nice and is fine, properly dressed, or the way they are handling themselves is good, then obviously anybody, like if it comes to me also, then I will
Mhm.
select the candidate who has those soft skills too. So
So
when you, yeah,
काइंड
so
ऑफ
if you
हालो
want,
इफेक्ट आ जाता है,
right,
पीछे से लगने लग जाता है कि ये बंदा समझदार है, and we can
ah,
have can create a kind of first impression about the person,
right,
and then we the overall questioning talking is influenced by that, because एक थोड़ा दिमाग में हमारे चला गया
Mhm.
है, like okay, I
Right.
can understand that. Yeah. But I think this all is also kind of the type of education people go through, because some people get an opportunity to go through a schooling where they are like promoted to speak, promoted to present their ideas. And कुछ लोग
Mhm.
होते हैं जो बेचारे पढ़ाई किए जा रहे हैं, और especially in our country where people maybe they are preparing for IIT and all, but they are just preparing, they are not going to schools and they are not interacting in the social circle. सो वो शायद जेई तो बेचारा ब्रेक कर लेगा, बट उसका वो पूरा टाइम उसमें चला गया, तो उसके बाद उसे डिफिकल्टी आती है कि वो एक प्रॉब्लम को समझा भी नहीं पाता कई बार मैनेजर्स को। सो आई
Right.
थिंक दैट्स
Because, like, if I relate this to my story also, I am a CA. So in CA, what happens that people are learning as if it is a distant learning program. You have to appear just for the days in which exam will be there, and for the whole year you will be sitting behind your, like in your room in your like house, and you don't have to go anywhere. There's no college which teaches in CA. So there again, this problem happens, and the CA Institute itself has come up with GMCS classes. It is General Management and Communication Skills. When they like even they have figured it out that yeah, because these kids have been sitting back at home and they were preparing, although they cracked with flying colors, they were able to crack CA, but still they are not groomed with. So they need that grooming classes. So that's why it has been made even compulsory over there. And the just 15 days of classes are not enough. So we need to work more on it.
Perfect, perfect. Got your point. And if I understand, especially in our country, people who are coming from state boards and all, they have a one kind of feeling कि English कमजोर है, दूसरी kind of feeling कि उनकी जो तैयारी भी ऐसी की गई है कि पढ़ाई पढ़ाई कर ली, बाकी कुछ हुआ नहीं, एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलम एक्टिविटीज कम हैं, एंड पेरेंट्स का भी सारा एटीट्यूड यही रहता है कि आप पढ़ाई पे फोकस करो, एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलम एक्टिविटीज में मत जाओ, एंड as a result of it, this kind of personality may come out at the end. Okay, so good news is this problem can be fixed. Yeah, that's the good news. So if someone is going through this whole challenge thing, this can be fixed. Yeah, that's what we are exploring. So how do we fix it? How do you help us, people like who are coming from maybe I would say study focused environment. I don't even say state board or something, and where they have achieved something, they got the job, or they feel that they are capable of getting interviewed. Yeah, they feel that they have technical skill, they pass the exam, but they might be
Mhm.
struggling either to present themselves in the interviews when the campus hiring is happening, or if
Right.
they got a first job, then still the same problem is continued for the second job. They end up sticking to the first job because they are finding difficult to present themselves. So how can you help?
Yeah. So what we do is that we want to have one-to-one interaction with the person, and then we try to figure out that what are the areas in which they feel that they are lacking behind.
Mhm.
Then in that, then the first thing which we will ask them is that how much time do you have to work on yourself, and like how dedicated they are. Like when we talk to them, then we also try to find out that okay, they need this direly because they have to appear for any interview or something. Then accordingly we customize the plan according to their needs and the time frame in which they want to be prepared,
Mhm,
and
mhm, mhm.
we help with the classes and all. So we work on all the things, whether it is communication or the body language, whatever they want help in, that specific classes we provide them
So if I understand it well, so it's a customized plan. So there is no direct prescription, because it's a little complicated problem. So people may need different component of intervention. That's what I'm understanding. And if I get it in a way, so there are different type of interventions which are more or less predefined with you. For example, you have language intervention, maybe dressing intervention, maybe some kind of presentation, body language intervention. So just take these three, and maybe a
with. Yes.
public speaking intervention. And when we realize that based on the personality assessment and the time available to the person, and we probably prioritize which kind of intervention is more needed, and based on that you put them into specific programs or create a plan for them, and this is how you help the people, if I getting right.
Yeah, perfect. It is correct.
Okay, okay. And can this whole thing be done online? मतलब आजकल तो सब कुछ virtually है, because this kind of need might be more there in the people who are in a smaller towns and cities also, because that's why they are struggling there. People who have already reached to metros, maybe they will figure it out something. तो online कर सकते हैं इसे.
Yes, perfect. This is like why we have started Panache. So we work mostly in the online model, but we do provide offline classes also if for any organization, the whole lot of employees are there where we need to work upon those. And
Mhm.
otherwise, for the people who contact us, we provide online classes. And we like take the sessions in a very interactive manner. Like there will be
Mhm.
role play sessions, and then we have the presentations in front of them where they can visualize the things and they can see that this is how this will be, and a constant interaction will be there with the mentor, and this is
Mhm.
how. So
Okay. So
anyone from anywhere in the world can attend.
okay, so what I'm sensing is that it's an online program can also be done, and the
Mhm.
interaction will be quite interactive program rather than someone just learning from slides, because it is
Yeah.
about doing some kind of behavior intervention or intervention in you only. So you need to, the individual has to come out and speak. That's the whole thing, and that's how they probably will end up learning. And I also understand that you are also talking about providing some mentor. So is it like that some mentor will be associated with the individual to give some more specific one-to-one advice? Is like that? So what is
Yeah,
about
the
mentor?
mentors. Yeah, actually, we work in a team. I have a whole team with me who work
Mhm.
on all these things. So, like, because we cater to so many people, so we provide batches to people according to their requirements. So,
Mhm.
then the specified mentor is given to a batch that, okay, whatever problems they are facing, that particular mentor is going to solve that. Otherwise, I'm also available. I'm just a call away for anyone and everyone.
Okay, 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 okay. So possibly a person goes through a self-assessment, then they get a kind of report, and for the self-assessment they can contact you, and after that they will understand what kind of program they need to enroll to, or they need to go through it. Then there will be an evaluation. They can check their effectiveness, and based on that they can have improvement in their presentation and the self-confidence. Yeah, this
Right.
is how we can see. And one of the clear case use case of this particular service is the individuals who are looking for job first time or second time, and they
Mhm.
believe that the market is not responding to their potential mainly, and they have a kind of feeling that something is lacking in the way they present themselves, in their confidence. They are good with technical skills, yeah, that's probably they, or they have a plan to improve that in a parallel world, but here they are mainly focusing on how to present the thing which is already inside them. Yeah, so you are improving their presentation part of it.
Yeah. So if
Yeah.
we use a proper word for this, then it is the image, that we work on the
Mhm.
overall image of the person.
Okay, okay, okay. So the physical image of the person. Nowadays we have a digital image also. So you can say you focus on the physical image of the person
Yeah,
when the person
digital
is.
one, you are the expert for that.
Yeah, yeah, so I understand that. Okay, so you focus on the physical image of the person. Yeah. So one target or a problem is clear when the people are looking for job, but we do see many time the similar problem as you talk about movies and all, English and all, is also quite prevailing in housewives, because they lack. Sometimes they get stressed because of not getting the right response in the society. They meet parents of other kids and they feel a little inferior complex. Sometimes they move from one city to another city, one country to another country, and then they face all those kind of problem. So do you have a program for parents or housewives as well, to improve their image, if I say it? Yeah.
Yes, we do. We and like to tell you, even that program in which we help the homemakers is based upon English movie only. So we
Mhm.
like program it as English program, where we help the homemakers mostly. So then there could be problems like when we interact with them. Sometimes they say that it is the email writing which they lack in when they have to respond to the communication in the school of their kids, or it could be the PTMs which they have to attend, Or nowadays, even the kitty parties have become so stressful for them that everybody would be there with a different brand and they don't know how to pronounce that brand. And if you pronounce it wrongly, then like you know that like it's gone.
Uh-huh.
So we work
Okay.
on everything. It's not just about the speaking in English, it's also the correct pronunciation or where the
Mhm.
voice intonations should happen. So we work on
Mhm.
upon everything, even the dialect and everything we work upon.
So can we say that the overall process remains the same, or is there any difference between the process associated with the people who are looking for educational or a job purpose image improvement versus the people who are looking for just social image uplifting? Yeah. Is there any
The
difference?
process to get admission is same, but the
Mhm.
classes or the way they need to be trained is different. Like the
Mhm.
homemakers, they have their specified needs, so we keep them in a separate batch and we provide them the program in a particular manner. That this is
Mhm.
what we are going to work upon, and it will be different for just in case we talk about the professionals or the college students who want to appear for the interview. For them,
Mhm.
the training would be different, but
Okay.
the
Okay.
induction process is the same. Like we just first figure out that what are the areas which they want to work upon.
Mhm, mhm. Like someone was asking me a few days ago, one of our client working in a big MNC, and he was asking, do you have someone who can provide training related to dining etiquettes and all? I says, tell me more about it. We have some project managers and all. They are expected to have time and spend some time with the senior managements of our clients and all. But sometimes they don't understand how to behave and they are going for dinner, lunch and all, and they have a specific needs. I said, okay. I was like not much aware about all these things. So looks like that is also a one need. Yeah. People, even who are in the job, who, because they are expected to handle client meetings, cocktail parties, and many things. Sometimes we have people who get too much busy in eating, so the whole purpose of meeting was not eating, but they end up just eating. And the reverse is also that some people are just focusing on meeting, and then the whole thing is the person feels it's like a push, these guys are just pushing their thing and not letting me eat. So yeah, I think a lot of things. So you do something there as well, or it is just
We certainly do. We have a program in which we train people in dining etiquettes specifically, and they
Mhm.
are meant mostly for the business personals. Like when you have to keep a meeting over a dinner or a lunch, then how you can proceed with your meeting also, and also enjoy your food. So there we tell them everything, that okay, who has to done the reservation and how, like, not to reach a position when it happens that okay, you should pay or he should pay. So
Mhm.
we tell everything, that how you can plan the things, that that awkward situation shouldn't happen. And like, and obviously like the use of cutleries, and even the name of the glasses, and then how you should hold them, everything we take care of. So all
Mhm.
these things, or even for the employees, sometimes the boss might say that okay, like we are going to have a meeting, and you just do all the arrangements. So now for the employee also, it is very much important to know the nuances about the dining. That okay, what all
Mhm.
things he needs to take care of, so that the boss is also impressed, and even the meeting goes fine. So we train in all these aspects also.
Mhm. So what I see is that it's like a layer of image makeover, or if I use that word, or image consulting. In the initial stage, it is more about getting the job and being visible. And
Mm-hmm.
once you pass through that, then it's more about how to have a relationship or trust building by using informal channels like maybe drinks or food and coffees. So it goes towards that, and it's like never ending thing. But yes, there is some amount of intervention one can do at all levels, and that's what I'm taking here. And depending upon individual need, there is, and that's why it's difficult to have a fixed program as well, because someone may have a lack in a one area or another area, and it's difficult one person giving all the service as well. So you need to work with some of the partners, someone is specialized in one area, so we connect it and help the person to do it. So this seems to be the whole thing about your initiative as well, if I'm getting it right.
Yeah, correct, Saket. So this is how we work upon, because in image also it is kind of like as we evolve as a human being. So our, you can say, the roles change, and according to your roles, your goals also change, and the way you dress up. Like you won't be the same person in your office and at your home. You would be a father or a husband at your home, or a son, but when you are in the office, you can be a boss, or you can be an employee also. So your
Hmm.
roles change accordingly. The way you behave and the way you interact with people also changes. So image is all about that, how you should behave to leave that first and the everlasting impression. So this,
Hmm.
so that
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
as we as like even you said, and the thing is that people are very good in their hard skills, they know the knowledge and everything is there, but sometimes they are not able to get that first chance to showcase their talent. So we help people to work or invest a bit in their image or on themselves, so that they get that first chance or that first impression, and then like they can succeed in life. There'll be no
I get
problem.
it. And many time I think the realization is also not there. Even if the person is not succeeding, they may not even realize what is not working for them. They may just keep blaming, people don't like people from this area or these kind of thing or something. They don't realize that problem is that I am unable to put myself well. And they may think, boss like this guy, he never tells us to do something. So they get into another loop. So how I think the first thing one has to do is a little bit of self assessment. It may not be just the hard skills alone, because people, you may know something, but other person can only interpret it when you express it. Yeah, and if the expression is not coming or it's not interpretable, that information is not useful in that case, because it is just in your head. So probably one has to do the self assessment, and you can help them. So at least come forward and take some assistance, so that they can do some self assessment and take it forward from there. That's what I'm learning here. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So because we can help only if people come to us that okay, we need help in this. So the
Mhm.
first self-assessment can be done by themselves only, and I can just provide you bit clues where they can point, like they can know that okay, they are lacking behind in something. If first thing could be if they're not able to crack the interviews, although they feel that they have all the skills which are required for that. Second thing could be there could be something which they hesitate when they are going to any social event. Do they hesitate to go out, or is there something which stops them that okay, no, like I'm not feeling good when I'm there around people, or I'm not a people's person? If they feel that somebody is there who like, everybody wants to connect with, or whom everybody wants to talk with, but I'm not that person. So if you have any such thing, if you're feeling any kind of those things, then it means that you need help.
Okay, so one thing is that you are finding that you have a technical know-how, but still you are not getting opportunity. That's a simple thing. And probably you need to reflect on why. And there is a possibility that it is because you are unable to present yourself. That's the one thing. Or if you see that you avoid such kind of opportunities by way of staying away from the meetings where you may get opportunity to speak, or in the meetings, if someone tells, can you explain this to me, you always quiet, and someone takes the lead and explains it, even if the person knows 50% of it. And but the person takes the lead and may ask question you only in between, but you are not looking like you are explaining it. So that may becomes a second thing. You can say, oh, this is something I was knowing better than this guy, but this guy
Mhm.
is presenting it. Yeah, and I am just telling him and he's telling to others. So that scene, if that is happening very frequently with someone, so looks like you need an assistance, and you can get good benefit out of this kind of thing. I remember many times we have a presentation, we need to present small things to even in our town meeting, project manager expected to give a little briefing. So we used to give opportunity to other project manager. And some project manager used to shy away. They used to disappear if we look at them. Can you present our department this time? So nobody's there. Yeah. And there are few who are always available and they can present it. So that creates, if you see that I want to disappear from these kind of situation, probably you need an assistance, and that can help you in growing and utilizing your existing skills. Yeah.
Right.
So action item, simple. Yeah, connect with you. That seems to be the thing. Or any specific action item you want to share to our people who can get benefit from their boosting their confidence. Be it a housewife, be it a new, say, new person in the professional life, or existing professional who is looking for growth in the professional life. So all these seems to be the people who can get help, but the action they should take.
Yes. So it is like first is self realization and self assessment. And if you want to be a better version of yourself, and there is something which you feel is stopping you to get that, then please contact us, because investing in yourself is the best investment, and you should do it because you are worth it.
Great. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Neha, for taking time and explaining here the whole concept and image uplifting program for the professionals and housewife. I can say that. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, the pleasure is all mine. Thanks for your
Yeah.
time too.